Yo, what up? What up? What up? Welcome back to the 1 a.m. podcast. I'm Rashad Milligan, joined by my co-host Mo Knows and Mr. Jelani Easley. Fellows, how are you all doing?
What's good, bro?
Man, I'm doing well, man. Feeling good, living life. I just want to give a quick shout out to, Anchor, the company that helps us, put all of these podcasts out to y'all. So, I'm just feeling good, man. It's a great day, man.
Yeah, shout out to Anchor.
So salute to Nissan, Nissan, shout out to Nissan, man. They sent me out to Mississippi for the free. So salute to Nissan, covered all expenses.
Oh, that's dope.
I know. We went out to the Nissan plant. I put on the little goggles and the gloves, and yeah, man, it was a nice event. Nice event. But like the only thing about it was everything was so scheduled. It was like two schedules. So if you actually know the area, you didn't get to do anything you wanted to do. So it's like for me, of course, place I lived for 2 years, I wanted to go to like this spot, this kind of joint, and it's all like all the places they sent us for sit down, and it was all well scheduled and organized, and I didn't really get to do what I wanted to do, but yeah, the trip was still, can't complain about a free trip. All I had to do was write about Nissan.
Did they have any child labor workers?
No child, just a lot of robots. And every time we asked about the robots, we were like, so are these taking people's jobs? And they're like, no, a lot of people like to think the robots are taking the jobs, but they're not. The robots, they're actually just replacing the jobs that are a little more mundane with the tasks. So if you're just moving this box from here to here every day, the robots will take care of that for you. But we still have people working, and but I mean, shout out to Nissan for sure, and salute to Mo with the TV screen frame.
Facts, we out here. I was looking for a particular background, but I couldn't. For some reason, they only given me a blur virtual background. So I decided, we're gonna be on TV today.
I heard it's a movie.
But that seemed dope, bro. I saw the post you did. I saw you and your triple Bs. Shout out to
man. I debuted the triple Bs, man. My triple Bs came in. If y'all didn't know, triple Bs, Alonzo and Jello, they have affordable triple Bs under $200. Lavar's triple Bs are still 500 and up. So since they were 200 and under, and they didn't want ugly or anything like that, I went ahead and caught me a pair of the ZO2s, man. You know what I'm saying? And sent it to the triple Bs and everybody out there. Salute to the Zoom window and the VCR recording looking filter now. But yeah, man, like yeah, salute to them. Shout out. I ain't got nothing else to say.
Yeah, that's dope. When you ordered though, about 2019?
That's another thing. Let me shout out Triple B's, man. It took about maybe 1 or 2 weeks since I ordered it to come to get to the house. I was out of town on business when they sent it to the house. So when I got back to the house, they had it there waiting for me with the little note and everything. So salute to LeVar. They really got their business right. They really got their business right. And like I said, the fact that I like the most is Zoe and Jello brought their prices down under 200 so people could buy it. You know what I'm saying? You still have to save. I still had to save up for it, because it won't like, Starberries or nothing, but it was enough for like my shoes on a trip. I've been wearing the same shoes since 2012. And one of them, the Adidas, the black and white ones, the striped ones, the little Safaras. Yeah, those broke like on the trip. Like, yeah, bro. So I wore them broke for the rest of the trip because it was the only pair of shoes I brought. So when I got home, the triple B's came in handy.
Hey, that's dope.
Oh, look at a black business coming in the clutch.
Yeah, exactly. Adidas failed me, and triple B's came on in.
It's a valuable lesson.
Man, so
also shout out to Easy. Shout out to Easy. I can't go shout out to Easy, man. Shout out to Easy. and that Donda 2 coming out. I don't know if I'm gonna get the stem player, but yeah, I gotta shout out Easy. If I'm gonna shout out Big Baller, I gotta shout out Easy, man.
You want to talk about your trip?
I ain't talking about the trip too much, but shout out Easy. That's what I gotta say, man. Easy hooked the brother up, man.
Facts.
Nah,
Man.
shout out to Kanye. Shout out to the stem player. Shout out to harassing your ex-wife. Shout out to, oh, excuse me, he's not formally his ex-wife yet. I'm sorry. Shout out to everybody trying to get their family back.
Shout out to Trinity. Shout out Trinity Rodman, got the hoodie on right now, man. Shout out Trinity Rodman. She ain't have a jersey. They didn't have a jersey in their league. She the highest paid player in the league. Had to put it on. My boy Mo got on the white hoodie too. Would you like to shout him out?
Oh yeah, shout out to Living Royalty. This one, the OG hoodies from, I think about 2018 for real.
Shout out my boy Will.
This is that good product placement. We're going places. I like this.
Man, we had to. Well, Mo started it off with the anchor. And I was like, we might as well shout out all the businesses and stuff. But yeah, man, you got to be especially cognizant these days. Like I said, I was talking to my boy, John Thomas, who will probably get on the pod at some point. I was talking to him a couple weeks ago. And, I was just talking to him about this one dude we went to school with. And he was just complaining about like he wasn't going to go to the reunion because he feels like everything he receives is fake support. And, and I was like, fake support, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, bro, like everybody has a clothing brand, everybody has a clothing line, everybody has a mixtape. I literally cannot listen to everybody I've ever met's mixtape and buy one piece of clothing from their clothing line. I literally can't. Everybody got a clothing line. Everybody got a mixtape. I don't have enough time or the money to support every single person in that way. What I can do is repost. I can repost. I can shout you out on social media. That's free. Don't cost a thing, which I've done for you. So it's like, I don't understand why people, will kind of come like that. But anyways, that's where it started. And, I was just having that conversation with John Thomas about it and stuff like that. But yeah, man, like, but as you grow older, more people around you, especially in the pandemic, they're finding new ways to try to eat. So it's like, if everybody got a clothing line, you know what I'm saying? Who am I if I go shopping, if I get some new stuff from like Louis Vuitton, et cetera, whoever the heck. And homie over here got a hoodie line. Shawty over here got a so-and-so. And LeVar got the triple Bs. Who am I, what I'm saying, to go with the usual stuff that I see or whatever, or what I see online because it's a new day and time now, and cop that ahead of, my homie stuff.
No,
I mean,
that's
you shouldn't feel bad about it though. Like if you want, you know what I'm saying? If you just happen to have the money to go buy some Louis and you're not buying your own clothing, it's okay to just get the Louis, like, you know what I'm saying?
I'm not. If I got Louis money and the homies got, say, so-and-so, say Mo got a hoodie. Living Royalty got a hoodie. Noel got a hoodie. If I don't have none of them 3 hoodies and I go out and cop the Louis Vuitton, I'm wrong. I'm at L Man's.
I don't know, bro.
I'm at L Man's. If I have 3 homies, if Taliban got a hoodie, if Fofo Cap have a hoodie, if Don have a hoodie, I ain't getting none of their hoodies. And the second I get $1,000 and I see a Louis Vuitton 500, it ain't 500. 500 though, hypothetically speaking, because I got 1,000 and I spent half the 1,000 on the 500, I'm at L Man's.
Yeah, I mean, you should definitely like, if you have like, yeah, you got 1,000, you about to spend 500 on that. And most time people hoodies only be like 40, 50, maybe 60. I mean, some people do be up at like 80, I give you that. But, I do agree with you. You should definitely support where you can. If you see a brand constantly and then you just visit, like, purposely kind of ignore it, then that's kind of messed up. I ain't gonna lie. Like, support people where you can. Black businesses, all black businesses, they need support, man. Cause we ain't gonna, everybody want to talk about, circulating the black dollar, but it takes putting the real effort in. If people don't really be wanting to support, man, they'd rather go flex. Cause it's hard to flex in a brand people don't know.
Big fact. And the crazy
Let me
part
ask
is,
this, man.
oh, go ahead, Jelani.
I didn't mean to cut you off. My bad. But all right. So let's say your homie, he drops his mixtape on a Friday, and like 3 of your favorite artists, they drop that same Friday. Like talking about 3 years, like your favorite. Like
I'm listening to Gambino, Tyler, and Ye first. Yes.
and then you get to the okay.
Yes.
All right, as long as you get to the home, all right, I respect that.
But
As long as
Mo
it's-
dropped on the same day as Culture 3. Was that Culture 3?
Yeah.
Mo dropped on the same day as Culture 3. I honestly cannot remember which one I listened to. I ain't gonna lie. I can't remember which one I listened to first. I know Mo, I think the first time I listened to it, Mo was with me, I believe.
Mhm.
Because
Yeah.
we did it on the camera.
Yeah, I think Mo dropped right before we kind of rekindled our relationship.
Yeah, it was June.
Yeah, that was like right before we started speaking. I think we started doing the podcast in August.
But I ain't gonna lie. Music is a bit different as far as like orders I'm gonna listen to. I think the most difficult thing with music though is not listening. Listening is easy, right? Listening to your favorite couple songs off it consistently is easy. The thing I would probably say that's difficult with my friends is listening to a full project over and over and over. Like Saba just dropped, right? Saba just dropped, and I'm still bumping the Earl, and there's a couple other good projects that came out, but Saba and Earl, the ones that kind of have in rotation, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2 on a consistent basis. It's difficult for me with a homie to listen to their full thing over and over and over. And I don't know why that's the case. I don't know if it's just because I know them. So the voice is like, so, you know what I'm saying? Like, I know it. I can listen to my favorite 2 songs off the homie project. I can't listen to a whole project from my homie on a loop like I can Saba and those other guys. And y'all can add y'all feedback in that.
I mean, realistically, not everybody, even with some of your favorite artists, you're not sitting there listening to their albums on full repeat, like, so I think that's the thing, realistically, even your homie ain't, just because they're your homie, but it's like realistically, they're still at a lower tier. So it's just like, they're probably
Or resources with the instrumentation and the music they can afford pretty much.
Yeah, and it's just like, it just may not be, the whole thing may not be hitting like that, and I think that's real, that's life, it happens. And there's nothing wrong with it, everybody keeps grinding. It's like, I feel like there's not many albums that I want to listen to just in full in general. I heard Roddy Ricch album. I mean, I like parts of it. I'm not gonna go listen to that in full again,
I listened to Saba and Earl's album like at least half of it, the first half, while I'm getting ready in the morning every morning now.
I listen to Wiz Khalifa's album every day, like his whole album. I start that from top to bottom. Wiz Got Wings, so I understand there definitely be albums like Larry June. He's one person like that. I could always, any Drake album, I'm not gonna cap. I could really just start that and just keep going. But I feel outside of that, there's not many artists that I really just want to listen to your whole project, So,
Yeah, in order for me to listen to your whole, like the whole thing, at least more than once, I'll give it a whole listen for the first play just out of respect. But
yeah,
if you don't catch me within the first 5 to 7 songs, you got like some heat, like some heat I can see myself going back to, I'm probably not gonna go back to it, because I forget what I was listening to, but somebody was saying that through all genres on like Spotify and Apple Music is like 5,000 releases a day as far as singles, mixtapes, albums. So it's like even somebody like Kanye West, that's my favorite rapper ever, but I've listened to Jesus is King once front to back. I think I might listen to Ye like once front to back. Might have a couple songs off those albums I like, but this just wasn't the ones for me to go back to. So I definitely feel where y'all coming from.
It's 2 albums though from like people I know, but they're like acquaintances, not homies. You know what I'm saying? And I don't know. So now that's where it's like, do you think a part of it is you just know a person? Because like Larry Lee, Dirty Dingy, and the other one, like is the next one, the one after that, I would listen to front to back, literally only because I like Dirty Dingy so much. And I was like, okay, maybe I need to give this another, maybe I need to give this another listen. But them and Suave Project, the one where he had the billboard in Atlanta, I think that was like 2018, 2019. But it's 2 in the morning and I do what I wanna. That one. Those are 2 that I listen to, like, you know what I'm saying, in rotation, you know, for however long it took me to get ready in the morning, from front to back or front to the middle whenever I got ready and stuff.
Right.
But those weren't my homies. So it's like, I don't know. There's always that question of, do you think, because you know DDG talks about it all the time with him, he's like he feels like a kind of a problem that he faced in his career, or he's faced. I feel like he's broken through that now with thanks to Moonwalking and the Calabasas. But you know, people watched him grow up on YouTube. So it's like they feel like they know him, so they can't take his music that seriously because they feel like they know him. And they said it was the same thing with Genius Part 1. Oops, Jelani dropped. Genius drop Part 1. I might have to repeat this when Jelani gets in since he's such a big Ye fan. And he's like actually the one that recommended Genius to us. But with Genius Part 1, with the All Falls Down, you know, they were discussing on Breakfast Club. And Angela Yee said sometimes with your friends, since you know them, you don't take it as seriously because they're your friends and you know them. I just wanted to know with you, Mo, do you feel like that's that holds any weight as well?
Like, yeah, I do. Especially, I think one thing that I've come across when listening to my peers' music is some people just really just don't be talking about what they actually live, you know? And so that's it gets hard for me when I know you and then it's like, bro, like what are you talking about? You didn't have to say all this, you know? But the people that I do know and you know, and they maybe have the same subject matter, you know, I do enjoy their music. And I'm just a fan of if I can believe what you're saying, you know? And I think and I think just also there is a familiarity. That's what I'm saying. It's like if it's familiar, like there's some people that like I've recorded, you know, that I'm cool with, that I can listen to their songs consistently, you know, maybe not a whole project. I'll be honest. There's not too many people that I feel I want to listen to their whole project, but listen to a few songs like over and over. But, you know, I feel like a lot of times that's one thing I feel with a lot, just a few of the peers that I've had.
Well, you have to also think about it like this. So like, but before Jelani hops back on, it's like, so we pretty much, especially say probably 2013, 2014, 2015, we spent literally every day together. So we literally knew everything there was to know about each other from 2013 to 2015. So it's like, since we already know everything, if we hear something in a song, we like, I already know that. You know what I'm saying? It's like I was there. You know what I'm saying? It's like,
yeah,
like when I rapped about, when I was making music about heartbreak or disappointment, those are all things I was texting you about. You know what I'm saying? So it's like you already know what I was going through and what was my mindset and everything like that. And then I guess, you know, the same on your side and stuff like that with me. So it's just I guess that could probably possibly play a part with it as well. Would you agree with that?
no, because I feel like the people that, you know, that's like, I feel like it makes the song more fire to me because I'm like, oh, bro, like I remember that moment. You know,
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
like hear you to be able to tell the story of it and to bring it to life through a song. Like that makes me think it's more fire. you know? And so that's why I say the people who I know when they rap it and they talking about what they talking about, you know? And that's something that with me, I became bigger on. I didn't want to just tell a story. I wanted to tell my story. And I think that's the thing. If I don't feel like you telling your story, if you telling your story, then I'm a rock with it, you know? And you know, not all the songs are fire. I just think it just realistically, people don't, you know, at the level that people are at, you know, there's a like if they were there, everything was all together, they would be signed, you know? And it's
Yeah.
just like the people who are like who may be signed that you may like know, you know, like how you said, like with the Suave or, you know,
Literally.
yeah, well that's not who I'm about to say, but I'm gonna say it was somebody else that we know that like
Cam the Artisan.
yeah, you know, like him and I'll say also with like Tony Snow, I like his music.
Well, no, Tony. I think Tony Snow is a great example for the kids. He really needs to talk to the kids because he was someone we saw, right?
Mhm.
Okay, he's on tour right now. I don't want to get in all hot water. It is what it is. Tony, I listen to the music all the time, bro. Ain't it crazy how they don't mess with you to turn up? I had to sing a line, so he know I listen. Anyways, here you go. That was a prerequisite. Well, looking like you want to say. All right. So
Oh, I was trying to see what you about to say.
he was someone like in 2013, 2014. He was someone you kind of looked at. He was like, all right, come on, bro. When you listening to his music, like, come on, bro. But now I felt like through the years, he's kind of played with different sounds of like, this is the sound he likes. This is the reality of my life and what I like and what I want. And he mixed those two together to make, I feel like what he's found the perfect mixture of this is my life, but this is the sound I like. And it's not just dangerous, murder, kill. I'm flipping cocaine. It's just relatable stuff. It's like I'm texting this girl, I'm texting another one, I'm having fun. I'm Tony Snow. People wish they could be Tony Snow and rap like me. Like that's what he's kind of like rapping about now.
Right.
So I feel like I can enjoy it more, and I am definitely embracing more because he's being him now, and he's being him for what I know him to be growing up. From afar in school and stuff, as opposed to just I'm flipping the bricks, I'm killing these folks, et cetera, et cetera. So that's what I wanted to tread lightly with that because I didn't want him being like, oh, he said I lied, and you know what I'm saying. Then it's folks out on me for they got me on their bounty or whatever. But but Jelani, what I was saying was we were talking about I brought up the Genius part one and how on Breakfast Club when they were talking about the All Falls Down part, Angela Yee said a potential part of that is when you know people, you might not take their music as serious because you know them. So yeah, I just want to know your thoughts on that.
I mean, yeah, that's possibly true because I think you can recognize a talent in somebody that's closely, you know what I mean? But I don't think you ever I don't think you ever stop looking at this person as to an extent being the person that you knew growing up. You know what I'm saying? It's like I'm trying to think of like a scenario. Who's like a popping let's just say hypothetically you knew like Roddy Ricch when he was a kid, like a small child or whatever. You gonna support him, like, you know what I'm saying? You still going, he might make songs you like and things like that, but just because you have a different perspective of this person's life compared to other people, it might be hard to really ever look at them like an artist, you know what I'm saying? Like to an extent, your celebrity, it doesn't really mean much to me if I knew you way before that.
That's what Mo used to say all the time with K Camp. When K Camp first came up, because he used to hoop in on Booth Road.
Yeah.
Oh,
But you boy out of here now.
Been out of here. Been out of here.
Nah,
But you
that's a
know,
fact.
but the front, back, side, that like that was like
Yeah.
what we were like what sophomores, maybe juniors.
Yeah,
You
it
know
was
what I'm saying?
like
So like
2010.
when he popped, it was like right, kind of. Go ahead, Mo. I'll let you tell the story.
Well, I was gonna say, nah, that was like close to the senior year. I feel like we'll listen to that like at senior year parties. Like, do it. Nah, that probably about junior year. I'll say about junior year, actually.
Probably like 2010, 2011, I want to say.
Yeah, it was around there. Shout out to Michael
All of it
Montana.
was like 08.
Yeah.
Shout
I'm
out.
gonna go.
Hey, but how y'all feel about Atlanta not being Atlanta?
Man, dog. The thing that got me, well, I just tweeted. I tweeted her about an hour ago because when I
Okay.
was riding home from work, it was first things first, I was riding to work, right? And it's all the stations were just talking about it. All the stations were talking about it before commercial breaks and all that. And then I'm riding home from work, and it's the song that I hear. They start playing the actual song, and I'm like, I've never heard. Like I know who she is. She was at the Lil Nas X event when I first got back and stuff like that, so I know who she was. But I've never heard one of her songs on the radio. You know what I'm saying? Because she's like you said, Jelani's like 5,000 songs being released on Spotify days, a billion rappers these days, and a billion songs. So it's like a lot of rappers with clout online with millions of song plays online, but like no songs on the radio. Like that's a different type of level of impact and reach. Her song was on the radio like immediately, right after it went viral. And I think she did, she shot it at Truist Park on purpose. Just to have people say, like, you shot this at Truist Park, so it'll go even more viral. So it worked. So I mean, like, I salute her genius for like really just setting that up.
I ain't trying to show her intelligence, but like I can't give her that credit. Like I don't think she was trying to be like tongue in cheek recording at Truist Park. I don't think she think it was Atlanta either, but I just thought she was just like what we got on. Well, I can't even say she had on Braves clothes because she had on a Falcons jersey. It, as far as I didn't have no issue with us talking about Lithonia or like Stone Mountain or certain places like that. I just thought it was funny because with us, all right, for those of you that might be listening outside of the Metro Atlanta area, like there technically is not like a North Atlanta. It's not like there is, but it's not really. It's not a lot of people that technically live in what would be considered North Atlanta. So the people that really make up, as Migos say, the North would be like Gwinnett / Cobb residents. And it's usually from people from Clayco or College Park or Decatur would look at us and be like, yo, that's not Atlanta. Like y'all can't really claim the city. So it was just interesting for me to see how they react when someone in the city is like, no, y'all not technically Atlanta either. You know what I'm saying? I saw a lot of people that had Atlanta in their bio, but as the young lady said, they're not Atlanta. You know what I'm saying?
Nah, that's a fact. I heard people got put in their bio now near Atlanta.
I saw that.
But I'm just like, what's Atlanta then? Like she said, if you wasn't born in Grady and went to APS, you're not Atlanta.
Bro, I was born in Northside. Like, does that says Atlanta?
That's what I'm saying. I'm like, bro, like Atlanta pretty big, bro.
Yeah.
She
you know what I
said,
think?
Not Atlanta.
I think it's because if we really took out like all the people that like she named that are not from the actual city of Atlanta, as far as like you can't claim the city no more. Do you know how many legends would not be allowed to claim the city?
Facts.
Like Clayco, when she said Clayco and Decatur, I was like, yo.
Yeah.
But anyways, but it was another thing though. I mean, APS, isn't Roswell High School APS, or am I mistaken?
Maybe, I'm not sure.
I don't know, actually. Because I know it's not Cobb. Let's see.
It might be, but I want to say a school like Lovejoy might be, or that's either Clayton County or it might be APS too. But I know that's technically Clayco or whatever. And then what about the kids it's kids that went to APS schools that didn't grow up in the Atlanta zip code technically because of busing or whatever.
Oh, for sure, for sure. And then what's his name is from Russ is from like you know what I'm saying? Russ is from like Sandy Springs is like Fulton County, isn't it?
Oh
If we
yeah.
being go
But
ahead, bro.
well, I was gonna say yeah, because that's where Roswell is too.
Okay, Roswell's Fulton County. So all
Yeah,
right, so I guess it's like Fulton County versus Atlanta City. Okay. All right. I don't know. It's just very like meticulous kind of at the end of the day is really it's dumb. It's dumb to me.
I mean, moral of the story is none of y'all is around.
None of us. Atlanta is
but
not.
no, but the thing about it is before she even said this, like this has always been a thing in
No,
the
it's true.
city. Like the gatekeeping in the city is like ridiculous. The only difference is like she called out Clayco and Decatur, like Mo called out. Like no one's ever called out the black areas that's Metro Atlanta. They never
Yeah.
called it out as saying you're not Atlanta because they were like black. So people just let them claim it. You know what I'm saying? College Park, like no one has ever said College Park, you're not Atlanta. Decatur, you're not Atlanta. Like I've never heard that before. So
Right.
yeah, I think that was the thing that surprised me the most.
Facts.
Yeah, no, I've been because I personally I've been taking that for a long time too. Because I'll see people from like we said, like Decatur, Clayco, East Point. Like I'll see them call out like I said, the north side or the north, depending on where you live.
Right.
They're complaining about us claiming the city. It's like, nah, bro, technically y'all not in the city either. Like if we really want to nitpick and say who's from Atlanta, it's
Right.
very few people that are like actually live in the city of Atlanta.
Facts. That's why people, the people really from Atlanta always love to talk about how they were born in Grady.
Hey, shout out to my north side babies once again, though.
Right though. But yeah, man. What y'all do for Valentine's Day?
I literally just side note, I literally got messages from my manager, I guess you will, about why I haven't done a story on Amarada and her Atlanta call out song. Like at the exact second we were talking about it. So it's the hottest
right
thing.
now.
It's got over what 2 million views on Twitter in like 4 days. Like I said, it was on like the fact that it blew up so large, and there I saw people doing like think pieces on Twitter of like Clayton County was actually the country before the Olympics came in and pushed out all the black people, and then it became what I'm saying, all the Atlanta historians on Twitter and stuff. And I'm like, bro, like it is not that serious, bro. Literally, Clayco is what a 15-minute drive up 85 into the city. Marietta is a 20-minute drive on 75 south into the city. We're talking about places that are 15, 20 minutes away. Why are we gatekeeping that? I don't understand. It's the dumbest thing. We've got world hunger, this going on, and we worried about who from Atlanta and who's from 10 minutes away around the corner.
Right.
Come on, man. What are we doing right now?
They're bigger than black and white.
It's bigger than black and white, man. What y'all
World
need to be
hunger is
worried
not
about
Atlanta.
is some racist white folks doing that tomahawk chop and talking about let's go Braves when the Cherokees and the Native Americans said this is ignorant and this is offensive. And they get one Cherokee that they paid $1 million to get up there and say, go Braves, and do the tomahawk chop. They play it before every home game, and the white folks think it's okay. It is not okay. That's what y'all need to
Right.
be worried about in Atlanta.
So that Brave chop is not Atlanta.
That Braves chop is not Atlanta.
You technically not wrong because I don't think they used to do that before Dion played here. Like I don't. That wasn't like a
he
Braves
brought it.
tradition.
Yeah, he brought it up here.
Yeah, so technically the Braves chop is Tallahassee.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I think they got clearance down there straight from the tribe.
Oh, they tapped in with the OGs.
Florida State, they dapped him up. They said, "Hey, bro, we gonna feel me." They got it right, and he brought that up with them to Atlanta, and they've been doing it ever since.
They were like, "Can we get some help on our settlement?" Nah, you get Florida State tickets.
Yeah, shout out to the Washington football team. Shout out to the Washington Commanders, man. Shout out to the Cleveland baseball team. They still haven't changed their name, have they? They still
No, they
Cleveland.
did.
Oh, they did.
They're the
What did the
Guardians.
Cleveland baseball team?
No, the Guardians.
Really?
The Guardians. That's
Cleveland
ugly.
Guardians.
I remember
It's
they
better than
changed it.
the Washington Commanders. That's a nasty team.
The
I mean, oh,
Guardians.
the Guardians.
Boy,
It
you,
still
boy,
sounds similar to Indians.
You
At least it
watching
roll
the
off the
8th
tongue
grade
instead.
dance, boy.
I like Guardians better than Commanders. Commander is not even like an alliteration. Like y'all could have, I don't know, bro. They could have did better than that. The Commanders.
Did you see the video of like the 5 Washington fans outside the door? And they're
You
like,
sure?
"We are Commanders." Bum, ba-dum, bum, 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 bum.
Nah, I ain't see that.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
the
To answer your
funniest
question,
thing.
bro.
You gotta see it. It's a dude, right? He's just standing out there with his phone. And he said, "All right, y'all, we gonna do it." And
What?
it's only like 5 fans. It's the greatest video on the internet. I promise you. You will not be disappointed when you look it up. He's like, "We are farmers." But no, he said, "We are Commanders." Bum, 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 bum. And then he takes like 2 seconds to get to the stop button on his phone. It's the best video. Best video on there.
Bet. Shit, if you find it, send it to me, bro.
Hey, not to get, because I do want to ask you a question, Mo. Not to get sidetracked. I don't like when people screen record videos or like they post videos and they forget to crop out like the last 2 seconds. Like, bro, like you have the option to take this off before you post this, dog. Like, not only can you do it in your phone, but on the Twitter app. Like, it says how much of this video do you want? Like, I don't really understand why folks just ignore that.
The Hawks did that to us once where we were like in the 6-man section. I was back with Chris. Shout out to Chris. And we recorded ourselves going crazy over a buzzer beater. So I sent it to the social media team. And I would assume the social media team, like, Rashad is in the 6-man section cheering right now. He is not paying attention to this. I recorded it and I sent it, right? So I'm thinking they would clip it. Bro, they posted it on the main page, the Hawks page, with me doing this at the end.
Got you looking stupid.
And that's how the video ends. It's me going, embarrassing, man. Embarrassing beyond belief.
Hey, it'd be the the My G videos for the girls, right before they get you can see them start walking, like you can see they go. I'd be like, bro, y'all could have clearly just clipped this out and just had you just walking. But I think it's just all part of the thing now. It's like, I don't know, maybe, everybody think they comedians. So,
so we're breaking the 4th wall of social media is what you're saying, Mo?
Pretty much.
I like the trend of the comedian like Instagrams of where it's just like, they all their posts are like 10 slides, right? And the 10 slides are like 9 random memes that have nothing to do with the post. And then one like just weird selfie of like up their nostril and it's all blurry. And then the caption is like cows. Like I like that because it's like it's taking the power back of social media. Because there was like this era where everything had to be perfect. And then there was an era of everybody talking about social media is so stressful because everything has to be perfect. And now it's like people are taking back their power on social media.
That's a fact.
No, we got to go back to using Instagram. Like when we would just be like, yo, I'm at Golden Corral today. Here's my plate. You know what I'm saying?
When did that stop happening? Because it was like, that was literally what it was. It was just like taking a picture of your plate. I remember I have a picture in my old phone of like a filtered picture and just in my crib of a McFlurry sitting on the, there's a McFlurry sitting on the little countertop in our living room. And it's all filtered. And I took so much effort into, shooting it and stuff. I was like, dang, like, this is what we used to put our energy into. And nowadays it's like, if it's not shot by a professional or, you know what I'm saying? It's so crazy, man.
I remember I had a photo of a cardinal on my Instagram. It was like me with a cardinal. It was just like, I was at Southern and it was like on the floor next to me and I was like, oh, crap, a cardinal. So I took a selfie with it and I posted it. And yeah, that had to go a couple years ago.
It was Julio Jones, me and a squirrel.
Right.
You know what I think? I think change Instagram. I think when the selfie stick came out, that was when it was like that was the first level of professionalism on Instagram. That's when you started seeing folks with
The DMs, bro. I'm gonna blame the DMs.
And stories. Cause it's like the little
Mhm.
random stuff that you would have posted on your page, you get your
Yeah.
post to your story now.
No, that's facts. I didn't even think about that, but yeah, that's facts.
Mhm. Yeah, if I see a cardinal today, bro, I'm throwing that on my story. Why would I
Right,
post
I'm not.
that?
It's not getting a main post.
Salute to
Yeah, see
Julio
that's
Jones, man.
see
The
how
greatest
wholesome that is.
receiver and the greatest receiver in the world from 2000. What years would you guys say he was the best? 2014, 2018,
That's about right.
Yeah.
2014, 2018, greatest receiver in the world, Julio Jones. Me and a squirrel.
Hey, I feel like we just getting further and further sidetracked, but I definitely respect looking back on it how much he repped the city. Like he definitely, you know what I mean? We never stole his car like we did Calvin Ridley. So you know the city loved him back.
Facts.
Shout out to
Bro,
Julio.
did you see the dude posting a picture of Calvin Ridley from like 2018? And he said, "This don't look like a man who's suffering from mental illness to me."
Dang.
I ain't even gonna speak on that. Hey, shout out
Fans are
to
terrible, man. Fans are
yeah,
terrible,
they be
bro.
wilding.
Fans are terrible. And it's crazy because it's like, you talk about it all the time with because I seen them week by week. Every week, Calvin Ridley didn't come back. I mean, mental health is important, but really, we need you better than. I'm like, bro, like this season was a wash for the Falcons, whether Ridley played or not. And y'all would
Right.
agree with that. Falcons fans
Yeah.
is so delusional. I could go on a whole rant about Falcons fans, but I'm gonna stop right there. Right. And then it's like, then the thing with AB happened and it's jokes. But when something bad happened, Vincent Jackson, when something with them jokers happen, then it's all we gotta pray for the mental health of the. Y'all jokers don't care about nothing. Y'all just act like y'all do. I'm tired. And it's been that way, and I'm glad folks have called it out for what it is. That was way sidetracked. You talking about sidetracks, Jelani. I just had to go left field real quick.
All right, back to the question Mo asked 20 minutes ago that we never answered.
Yeah, facts.
Valentine's Day. I ended up having to work that night, so I couldn't really I really did have to work. That wasn't like my excuse, like I had a surprise shift. I'm so sorry. Like
Right.
But yeah, I feel like I don't know. Valentine's Day last year, I feel like was more lit because it was on a Sunday. I didn't really see that much like fly pictures of like cute couples goals this year. Maybe it's just my timeline.
Yeah. I mean,
I agree with you, Jelani. But you go ahead, Mo.
no, I was gonna say like Slick. Yeah, I agree as well. Like I had to work that day. I had to work a double, so I wasn't really on the gram anyway. But I mean, shoot, when I got off, yeah, it wasn't too much going on. Man, I ordered flowers for my girl, bro. They did not deliver.
Oh,
Yeah,
that's whack.
yeah, bro. So and then like they said that they attempted, but they didn't. But they didn't call her or nothing. And so I'm sitting there at work, sitting there thinking, I'm like, bruh, like it's gonna be a surprise. She gonna get the flowers. I'm thinking like, bet, I know she probably thinking like, dang, he ain't do nothing, because I had to go to work early. But then I'm thinking, the flower gonna come through. Did not come through. So yeah, so I end up I had to do something. So I ordered some Uber Eats for her and order her some pasta to the crib. And it was supposed to have a note on there to be like, yeah, you're supposed to get something else, but this have to settle for the time being, blah, blah, blah. No. So she just like, she got the food. She's like, oh, I appreciate it. I was like, dang. But
See,
yeah,
this is how technology fails us.
yeah, bro. But it's all good. They eventually delivered the flowers. I got a refund and I was able to get some roses to give to her that day. So it all worked out.
Dang, that's real tough. That's real tough. My Valentine's Day, just sending pictures of bouquets and in messages and being like, here you go, virtual bouquet, you know what I'm saying? I did that. And then it was like my one day where I had like, I was here. It was the one day I was in the crib, my mom's crib for like the first time in like 2 weeks because I was on the road so much. So I was just kind of like enjoying that because the next morning is when I went to Jackson. So I was really just kind of enjoying the day of rest. And people understood when I told them that. So yeah, that's how I did it.
Did you send one of those virtual bouquets to she who shall not be named?
Yeah, man. Oh, you talking about? Oh no,
Okay, all
no. He talking about Deja. No,
right.
I did not do
Alright.
that.
Well, yeah, all right. Well, now y'all know.
I
Right?
sent
He did send it to her.
I sent her a meme whenever like Kanye did something. I saw someone was like Kanye be like, and it was a hilarious video, and I sent that to her. But nah, I ain't saying no. I ain't trying to get no lawsuit.
Hey, you said you was sending pictures. I didn't know where that was gonna go.
Oh no, I was sending literally like pictures of like flowers. That was it. It was
Yeah, nah. When he started off, I was sending pictures. I was like, all right, Rashad.
Trying to get your breath far on.
my Anthony Weiner.
Right. Literally and figuratively.
What was that man's name that, bro? It's like, that was crazy, bro. Politicians are some crazy dudes, man.
Yeah, I ended up getting flowers from someone for someone though. So I wasn't just totally like, you know what I mean? You gotta do something at least.
Oh, that's what I wanted to touch on. Jelani said it with the timeline thing, with no one being over extravagant, over the top. I think it's because literally the part that I like about social media nowadays is like there's a normalization for everything. So it's like if someone does something extravagant, someone would be like, normalize your partner going above and beyond for you. And then there'll be a quoted retweet and it'll be like, normalize your partner doing the best they can because we're all going through it and the mental health is important and we're in the middle of a pandemic. And those type of tweets, they really lowered the bar for us as men. And we don't have to do nothing after that because we could just be like, I'm protecting my mental health. I'm doing as much as I could. I'm sorry, babe. You know what I'm saying? So salute to all y'all, man, for real.
Yo, but not salute to anybody who's just trying to finesse their girl by using mental health. Not salute to you.
That's nasty.
I'm just doing what I can, you know what I'm saying? Because like they be setting the bar, dude. I ain't rent out Universal Studios for you, feel me? I can only do what I could do, from the goodness of my heart, you know what I'm saying?
Babe, I was gonna buy you flowers. I was gonna take you to dinner. But I woke up this morning, wasn't feeling it. I'm sorry. Maybe next year.
And on New Year's Eve, I decided 2022 was going to be personal and I was going to take the time to put myself first. And all these other years, because any other year, I put others before myself. But really, if I can't be the man that I could be from within, how can I be the man that I need to be to you?
Baby, I could buy you something for Valentine's. I could, but what financial purpose can really show you how much I love you? Like what? I can't express it through money how I feel about you. No, even worse is the dudes that's like, yo, that just doesn't align with my religion. You know what I mean? It's just not spiritually right for me to celebrate Valentine's Day when they're
not blaming Allah.
Right. How you blame Allah for not buying your girl a gift?
Facts.
Hey, speaking of that word though, what was that? What you just say? It was a word that you just used like 5 minutes ago. What were you talking about? Not 5 minutes.
Self-care?
Not self-care. Normalize.
Oh,
folks just be throwing that word normalize around just in any situation. Just
normalize. Stop using the word normalize.
Yeah, it'll be a picture of like a celebrity with their kid and be like, yo, normalize taking care of your kids. I'm like, bro, what? Like, what is that like?
It'd be normalized co-parenting. Like the idea of co-parenting was just invented. Just because you're a co-parent for the first time in 2000 does not make it a new concept.
Right.
Normalize breathing air. Like, bro,
No, normalize going to church and not being ashamed to love Jesus out loud. 100 emoji, prayer sign
like, fam, I
emoji.
think that's pretty normal. Like, I think there are people, millions of people that go to church every week.
Facts.
Supposed
Yo,
to be saying the dumbest, most basic stuff, and it's attempts to go viral because the attempts to go viral from the little meme pages is just saying pretty much anything relatable to as many people as possible, and it gets to the point where it's just like common knowledge and just things. Go ahead.
I really be thinking with some of these pages, I'm like, it's interesting. I'm like, who was the first person to say this? Like when you see some of these like meme pages and you like, I know you didn't come up with this and this is going viral, but I really be thinking, I'm like, yo, there's somebody out there who like really, really did they thing on this tweet. This was a funny tweet, like I'm like, dang, I'm mad they can't get their credit right now. Shout out to Justin LeBoy.
Shout out to the Donda Doves. Shout out to the Donda Doves.
Hey, it's certain tweets that I feel like been getting recycled since like 2012.
Bro,
Fact. No,
it's a couple tweets I see, but they go mega viral. And I'm like, how does this go mega viral once a month? And then the ones now, it's like with the rap pics that go hard, and they've been posting the same picture of Chief Keef on a moped with some white girls around him outside his crib from 2013. I done seen that picture 4 times in the last month, and it
Right.
goes viral every time. I'm tired of seeing Chief Keef in 2013 with the 2013 Instagram filter with the white girls around him at the house. I'm tired of seeing that photo. It doesn't go hard anymore.
And that rap picture go hard account is like a Chief Keef shrine. They got like every other picture on that account. It's like it might as well be like a GBE stand account because that's really like the main thing they post is Chief Keef pics and a couple other rappers. A viral tweet I don't want to see no more. I got like a few like that. I haven't seen them so much that I could tell you like the name. I could listen to tweet off without seeing it. It'd be like every now and then you see a tweet that's like, yo, I'm gonna find me a black man and love him, because this world don't. Bro, y'all been tweeting that since fucking since like Michael Brown got killed back in like 2014, dog. Give it a rest. Like, I get it. I appreciate the love, ladies, but like, damn, yo, like at least find a different way to word it. Don't copy that exact tweet from
Right.
10 years ago.
Nah, for real, bro. What you about to say, Rashad?
Y'all remember
Nah, I'm about to say nothing yet.
Oh, okay, my bad.
Y'all remember the deaf dude on Twitter that used to be posting like the love memes and stuff, but he still had his headphones in?
Nah.
His name was like Def Greg or something like that.
Nah,
He was like the original Justin LeBoy. Just like back in 2011, 2012, like all the lovey-dovey tweets, he would like copy and paste them and had a girl was like, oh my gosh, Greg, you shouldn't have. Yes, this is the account. Scroll through and
Here we
see
go.
how
All
many
right,
Chief
so
Keef pics.
first one is Kanye West. Second one, Lil Uzi. Third
Yes,
one,
Keith
Pop
and Uzi
Smoke.
be the main ones.
Okay, Future. Take care. Oh, okay, I ain't gonna lie, that's a hard pick. There we go, Chief Keef, number 1. Kanye West,
It's gonna be at least 5 more.
Tyler the Creator. What? Tyler? Okay, Young Boy and Juice WRLD. Dang, Young Boy was fat. Cardi. Oh, this is an actual like classic pick. Another Chief Keef. Playboy Cardi. Lil Uzi. Okay, so far we've seen the same 4 rappers. Travis Scott, that's a new one. Kanye West again. Tyler the Creator again. Chief Keef again. Playboy Cardi again. Soldier Boy, this is a new rapper. This is a 5th rapper we have. Pop Smoke again.
Man, I had that fit.
Young Thug. Okay, that's a first for Young Thug. This is
Wow.
Chief Keef
I
once
love her.
again. Playboy Cardi once again. Kanye West once again. Young Thug once again. Chief Keef once again. So we've scrolled all the way down here. Kodak Black, he is new. Lil Wayne, we got a Lil Wayne one. King Von, Chief Keef. Wow, look at Von. He looks so he looks very innocent.
He
Nah,
was far from innocent at that point.
yo,
But
shout
yeah.
out to Kodak Black, but I'm white.
Oh, he said I'm white. My name Kodak Black, but I'm white. That dude right there is something else. Did you see what he said about Young Miami and who was that Asian doll or one of the dolls?
Dream Doll.
Dream Doll.
Yeah.
That
Yeah,
dude is something else, man. For those of you who don't know, he went on Instagram Live and he said, "Yeah, I had to apologize to them because I said you weren't just about to get a feature and get something from me, and I'm not getting nothing from y'all."
All right. Well, that's kind of
But he didn't even address that he got shot, bro. He really moved on with his life. Cause the next day he was posting about Dream Doll. Like
On
it was-
live.
yeah, it was like literally like nothing happened. Like I don't know if he got like shot or if it was like the bullet kind of like
He got
grazed
shot.
somewhere.
Shot.
Like it'd be like
On a scale of 1 to 50 cent, like how bad was it?
I mean, sometimes it depends on like where the bullet hits and stuff. It depends on how the damage, what happens. But yeah, he just kind of moved on. Like, yeah, that happened.
He was drilling over Dream Doll, like he said, the very next day. It's like he got shot, went to the hospital, got out the hospital, and went back on Instagram.
Facts.
That's a wild dude, man. But
yeah. I knew
also-
Kodak.
oh, go ahead.
I knew Kodak was different. Well, there's several times where I knew Kodak was different, but I forget what video it was in last year where he spraying Raid on his blunt before he smoked it.
Oh wow.
Like Raid roach spray, like just casually, like didn't edit out the video, nothing like that. He wanted the community to know this is what the Project Baby is on.
And he brings it up in his songs, like it's it's in the biggest song in the world right now with the Super Gremlin, where he's like, "Oh, y'all think Lil Yak is stupid? I'll show you stupid," and he proceeds to show us more stupid. And it's like, okay, I don't know what the point you were trying to prove here was, but I don't know, man. Go ahead, Jelani.
Hey, the turkey was fake.
He still ate it.
It be like that, brother. It don't be like
No,
that.
it don't be like that.
Nah, but it's like
Sometimes you just got to spray the Raid on it, for extra sauce.
I had a homeboy, bro, that one time, and it's like, I understand what Kodak is saying because it's like some people they don't care what the effect is gonna be. They just looking for something. And I had a homeboy who took morphine one time. Yeah, bro. He started throwing up and stuff. I was just like, you hold on, we passed the point. Yeah, you dumbass. Like, I was like, bro, you took morphine, bro. Like, what the hell? But
He took that Michael Jackson.
Care. Yeah, bro. Like, yeah, I'm just like, bro, people to be wilding, but yeah.
Pumping that Michael Jackson is insane. All right, I'm done. All right. Rest in peace, Michael Jackson, man.
I had a homie in college. When you pour up lean, you gotta have like actual prescribed promethazine or whatever. You can't just go to the corner store. I had a homie that was pouring up with like Dollar General cough syrup. I'm like, bro, this is not like this is not gonna do anything for
you. Put it in the Sprite, bro. The cough syrup in the Sprite.
Yeah, like, bro, this is just gonna cure your cough. Like, you're not gonna be actually high off of this.
Got to be mad drowsy.
You're just gonna be sleepy with no cough. That's it. Like, it's not doing anything.
Yeah, people are stupid, bro.
Well, folks, I feel like we talked about this on here before. Like, just us being in the fentanyl era. Like, folks still like be at parties snorting random lines and popping random pills. I'm like, bro, I like it ain't 2012 no more, dog. Like, I'm not trying to drop dead, like, because I was having a good time. Like, I don't know y'all like that.
Pop the Molly, I'm sweating was the hottest line in the world.
Yeah, that's over with.
You know how many people wanted to try Molly around the world because of that line, that one line?
Yeah.
That is insane. But that also shows you the power of the music and what we always say when we're like, it's the corniest thing to say, or sound like or the oldest thing, but it's like there's power in what you say in your songs because there is. He said, "Pop the Molly, I'm sweating." Woo, drop the beat with it. It became the hottest line of the next 2 years, and countless kids in that impressionable age of like 16 to 25. I want to look at the Molly use from 16 to 25, those 2 years, 2012, 2013. And that line was the hottest song in the world. And that was the biggest line in the world. I want to know what the Molly use was at that time. But yeah. Um, rest in peace, Sad Frosty, uh, Houston rapper or whatever, drugs. And then, you know what I'm saying? Rest in peace, Teodric, Teodric Hawthorne, aka Guala Brim. Yeah, just rest in
R.I.P.,
peace to
bro.
those two dudes, man.
R.I.P. to Teodric. I didn't like. I don't simply act like I knew him like that, but we did go to school together. Rest in peace to him.
Yeah, I didn't know Teodric like that either, but we were same grade, so same groups of circles of friends and everything like that, and cross paths a few times growing up and stuff like that. Uh, he was a popular kid, so like he's just one of them kids you see everywhere, and if you go to the school long enough, you're gonna cross paths with him. So rest in peace to him. Just sad story. Just
Yeah,
hope the kids, can I don't know how many younger kids in high school right now see, but learn that this life stuff is real, man. And you're not as invincible as you think you are. Life will end one day. So, you know, tighten up.
and I just want to say on the note of Teodric, I played football with him when we was in middle school, and honestly, just one of the most talented dudes like I saw. I know that's a young age, but at the same time, it's just like he clearly was like the best player on the team for real. I remember we played Wheeler, bro. Wheeler blew us out like 63-7. That 1-7, yeah, bro. That Tyron was on the team. You remember
Yeah.
Hakeem, bro?
Yeah, bro. Hakeem, yeah.
Yeah, bro.
Yeah.
You know what's so crazy, bro? He hit a gross, like he must have hit growth spurt early.
Yeah,
He,
but because he was like the biggest dude in sixth grade academy.
bruh, I saw him. I was like, bruh, he only like 5'7". Shout out to him though. Ain't nothing wrong with that. But I was like, yeah. But regardless, yeah.
Wait,
Everyone finds
Jelani,
that.
ain't you come from Wheeler?
Yeah, he was there. That we getting real Cobb County niche talk right now. Yeah, he was there the 1 year. He transferred to our middle school like 7th grade, I want to say. So he was there from then on. But
Yeah. Yeah, because he left after our 6th grade year. He was in Magnet with us. Yeah, I remember he was like bro, buddy was so strong, bro. He picked me up with like one hand one time, bro. I was like, dog. I was a big dude in 6th grade. I ain't gonna cap, bro. But regardless, yeah, the whole moral of the story was that 1-7, that one touchdown that was scored. I remember it was a screen pass to Teodric, and Buddy hit like a spin, and like it was just very like I was like, bro, there's no way he just did this because it was crazy. It was like it was a big pile. The next you just see him running down the sideline. So, but yeah, just RP to him, man. And I just, anybody that listens, man, anybody that's younger, and I've heard plenty of stories of people talk about this, how, sometimes, sports ain't really your main objective. And sometimes the streets become more, or just other things, they really become more important to you. And I feel if you got talent, man, pursue that to its fullest.
And I believe his son plays football.
Really?
For like the Marietta Warriors or something like that. I saw on Facebook when people were tagging him. When you go to his page, that's like one of the first things you see is his son playing sports and playing football and stuff. And Teodric's page, he's all talking about Lamar Jackson and LaMelo and all those guys. So his love for sports was extremely high still, even though he stopped playing. So it's just perhaps the son can keep that legacy going and kind of change the direction of what if. Excuse me.
Facts. Yeah. Yo, y'all been the old lady gang?
No, what is that?
Candy Burr's restaurant.
Nope.
same
I've heard of
company.
I've heard of it. I've heard of Old Lady Game, but I don't know what it is.
Yeah, man, I went there for my mom's birthday this past weekend. Hey, man, like, I ain't saying I wouldn't go back, but I ain't saying I ain't finna go back no time soon. Like, it was like, bruh, it was not it. I ain't gonna even cap. It was just like, I think the thing is, it's like the food wasn't really all that good. It's like they ran, and then the service, like the dude who was my waiter, he was solid, but it was just like, but how you gonna tell somebody at the table when everybody else got their food? You gonna tell them, oh yeah, they just told me that they ran out of the rib tips. It's like, bruh, like
Damn.
I'm like, bro, like what you mean, bro? Like everybody else eat now. Like, hold on.
I gotta take my order to go now.
Yeah, and it's like, and then we already waited like an hour and a half. Yeah, and like, I was just a little underwhelmed. I ain't gonna cap. But yeah, I just wanted to see if y'all ever been there, man. Like, I would like to support black businesses. So, hey, shout out to them for being black. But I'll be, bro, I would, hey, yeah.
What's the
Well,
name of the
that
restaurant?
old lady.
Say it again for the people in the back so they make sure that they don't support this black business.
Old Lady Gang.
Yeah. Hey, but I
Tomato,
will say,
tomato.
fact. But yeah, like I will say though, they had some salmon bites, and then the salmon, even though it was like 6 ounces for $25, I'm gonna say it was still good though. I will give them that. And then the salmon bites that they have at appetizers, they was able to give me those. So shout out to them for those. Those was it. So, but yeah, bro. Speaking of Black history.
Oh wait, I
Juwan Howard-
wanted to say salute to the Cobbler House. That's a black restaurant, you know what I'm saying, in
Yeah.
Abbeville, Louisiana. Salute to the Cobbler House, owned by the one and only Corinne Hawthorne, Grammy nominated Corinne Hawthorne, platinum recording artist Corinne Hawthorne. All right.
I thought you were gonna say Corinne Steffens.
Damn.
Damn, Superhead she got a cobbler house in Louisiana. That's crazy.
Facts. But yo, what y'all thinking about my boy Juwan Howard, man? He said, "Don't touch me during Black History Month, bro."
Yeah.
Sometimes you gotta.
But the thing is like someone said it perfectly on Out of Bounds. They were saying, what did they say? They said the thing was when they were face to face, no one in between them. He just put his finger in his face, right? When everybody separated him, that's when he started throwing the blows. That's when he swung. So,
Bro, what was that hit that he did? He tried to grab that man.
Yeah, he like smacked him outside the head and palmed it like a basketball. What y'all think of Dennis Rodman attire at the NBA 75?
I mean, did you see? Like, I had no problem with it. Did you see Kawhi fit?
Yeah, this bit. Kawhi. It is funny because like Kawhi didn't have to play. Like, it's like he didn't have to play. He's young, you know what I'm saying? He just went hoodie with the blazer. It's crazy. It's crazy for sure. Yeah, but I was surprised by the fact when they called his name, he did a hint of self-marketing where he threw up the claw and did this. That was surprising to me because like, I don't know. I just thought like Kawhi would just go like and then walk to a spot.
Yeah. How you feel about my boy MJ making a grand appearance?
Yo, that threw me all the way off. I was like, they said Michael Jordan in the Bro Show. I was like, oh, he showed up. Like, I don't know if he did that junk on purpose where he didn't show up at first just to get that response or that reaction, but that threw me all the way off, man.
They said he was at Daytona.
Yeah, he was at Daytona. So he wasn't at the pregame shoot.
Yeah.
So when he wasn't at the pregame shoot, I didn't think he was gonna show up. And Isaiah Thomas, he said, and for all of those that weren't here, you missed one of the most important nights in the history of our game. Y'all sit with that. And he said, and God bless all the ones who showed up. That's all I gotta say.
Mm,
I'm like, bro, the beef between them jokers and the big three jokers, the Boston Celtics, man. But they
facts.
showed, you seen that picture they posted today of all three of them together smiling. I'm like,
No, I
yeah,
ain't
all
see
right.
that.
Yo, Paul Pierce posted the picture of all three of them smiling together.
Mm,
But yeah, man, that thing was that was entertaining though. I ain't gonna lie, man.
yeah. It was funny to see, like, as MJ's walking up, to see some people, like some of the people in the 75 clapping, and then some of them, they probably thinking like, here he go.
Trying to upstage us again.
Yeah, it's like, bruh, like this ain't you not number one, bruh. There ain't no ranking.
It's just because when he came out, though, everybody was running to him, and it's like you got to think it was like 65 other legends up there, bruh. And
Yeah,
everybody just running to Jordan. So it's like, yeah, it's crazy.
yeah, nah, that because as if I was another legend up there, depending on my accolades, I'm like, bruh. Like if
Kareem, bruh.
yeah, that I was just about to say that. I was like,
Yeah.
if I'm Kareem, I'm like, for real, bruh. Like,
Kareem
like,
is number 2 on my list, bro.
really? Who number one? Jordan?
Jordan.
Yeah. And then you put LeBron.
And then I got Russell. Then I got Wilt. Then I got Duncan. Then I got Kobe. Then I got LeBron.
Okay. I put Kobe in front of LeBron just off of pure mentality. People always like to talk about, like, I understand LeBron realistically is the better player. And so it's like, if he's the better player, then put him higher. But I just think he was the better player physically, but mentally, Kobe was just different. And I think that's the difference between Kobe and Jordan and then LeBron. I'm not saying that he don't have a fighter mentality, but he don't have, like, I don't really see, I've seen it before, actually. I will give him that. He developed the killer mentality. And I think he developed it a little more. It's not like, and it's not as fierce as theirs is, but he definitely has a killer mentality to him. But the way Kobe and Michael had it, they had it from the jump. They had it from, like, and it showed in every game, with LeBron sometimes, I understand he wants to be out there. So he's gonna take, like, second quarter off, so that he can be ready for, like, the second half and stuff, and then he may take the first half of the fourth quarter off, and then with 6 minutes hit, he may go crazy. That's LeBron, and that's what's led him to greatness. But at the same time, it's just a difference when I'm looking and I see, like, Kobe, like, it's just like, nah, like, I'm finna do this, and I want to kill your spirit as I do it. I want you to know I was the best, So yeah, that
Jelani, where you stand?
yeah.
As far as comparing Jordan and LeBron, I mean, not Jordan, LeBron and Kobe.
Well, I guess this conversation started about, like, the top 75. And we were just talking about, he was telling me his rankings, and then he put Kobe in front of LeBron. And then and I just think, like, where would you put LeBron? Like, do you feel like where would you rank him? Because Rashad had him ranked like 8.
Oof.
7.
I got him number 2. Jordan.
You want me to give you the list? My list?
Yeah, because my signal dropped out for a while.
Jordan, Kareem, Russell, Wilt, Duncan, Kobe, LeBron.
Oh man, nah. I like, no disrespect to the OGs. Like, I'm not mad at you putting, from a statistical standpoint, I'm not mad at you putting Wilt or Kareem. I can see that. I can't put I just can't put like, I respect the 11 rings. Don't get it twisted. I can't put Bill Russell.
Yeah, also the greatest defender ever.
Bill Russell.
Yes.
Okay, I see where you're coming from with that. It's not like you ain't put like it ain't like you put Dame Lillard over him or nothing like that. So it ain't that crazy. You know what I'm saying?
Why was Dame in a? Well, no. We know why Dame was in the top. We discussed it already. Kyrie ain't get the shot.
Well, that and I guess folks don't like Dwight Howard. That's the only reason why. But AD being there is kind of crazy to me too. At least he's a champion. Like I can see that. Shout out to Dame Dollar. I think he's the only person in the NBA 75 that has mixtapes on Dat Piff. Like I don't think nobody else. I don't think Jerry West has a mixtape on Spin Relevant or anything right now. No, I got LeBron number 2 all time though. For me personally, it's just when you just look at the resume, it's like even if you don't like him personally, for whatever reason, it'll be 20 years next year. 20 years. They're not winning a ring this year, so it'll be like 20 years, 4 rings.
He just stalling
4
until Bronny.
MVPs. You said what? You say stalling until Bronny get there?
Yeah, he just stalling to Bronny now.
When is he a free agent? What, like 2025 or something?
Whenever Bronny come out.
Oh, he set it up. Okay, so there you go. So he might be So we might see Brown on a random team like the I don't know the Hornets or something like that. If they take Bronny like late first round.
What if a team took Bronny number 1?
I can see that happening too, just so we can get LeBron.
Cleveland need to get the number 1 pick, bro.
For real. That'd be crazy.
But they too good.
Yeah.
You saw how Brown was trying to claim Cleveland this weekend. He said, yeah, the Lakers, they're having a tough season. But hey, Cleveland, we got 3 All-Stars, man. We got 3 of them, man.
I saw that.
Yo, so
but he earned.
Go ahead.
I feel like he earned that right though. Like I don't know, like if any player could do that, I feel like he would be the one.
He wasn't with Darius Garland shooting in the gym. Because if Brown was on the team, none of them boys would be on the team because he would have traded them all by now.
He was like, "Give me James Harden."
No,
let me get Anthony Davis, Dwight Howard, Carmelo Anthony, Rajon Rondo, who's on the Cavs now.
Yeah, who y'all think they should trade on in LA?
In the offseason? Well, half of them dudes is like 1-year contracts, ain't they? Like Melo, he's not gonna be there next year. He might retire, honestly.
I'm talking about
it's time for Melo to hang it up.
I mean, I was trying to lead y'all to the obvious answer. AD got to go.
Oh, you talking about AD?
He's the only one that you can like that has any value that you could trade. Because you can't trade Westbrook unless you trade him for like John Wall again.
Yo, concept. AD gets traded for Zion.
That'd be crazy.
It won't happen.
But who does that help?
Yeah. Bruh, AD would be sick. He got
he said, welcome back to Nolans.
he might mess around and retire, bro. I was like, bro.
He said my back issues have prolonged me throughout my career.
Right. Yeah.
AD, but what is AD gonna do, bro? Like, he's great, but he's never available. And he already won his ring. And he's already top 75, named top 75. What else does he have to prove? I mean, like, what is he going for at this point? You're not about to be the greatest center of all time. You're not about to be the greatest power forward of all time. What else do you have to prove? You're just playing for money now.
But I'll be real, like outside, like before these last 2 years, like that narrative of him being injury prone was kind of overblown. Because if you really look at the amount of games like Joel Embiid has missed versus the amount of games Anthony Davis has missed, like it's actually like it's a lot more games that Embiid has missed than what AD has missed over the years.
But Embiid was known as an injury guy, though.
He was, but I'm saying like I feel like it was more of a like Anthony Davis would miss like a random. He might miss like a random 10 to 15 games every season. I would say up until like these last 2 years. These last 2 years, he's actually missed like significant time. You know what I'm saying? But it's interesting to see. I feel like we were talking about this before. I feel like LeBron has now it's just LeBron. I say LeBron, Chris Paul. Um, they've kind of warped what we expect from a player that's 30 plus as far as their health. You know what I'm saying? Like it used to be a time where um guys would get to 30, 31, 32, and they naturally would just kind of slow down a bit now because we got better technology, better whatever, training, masseuses, things like that. You seeing guys play till they like 36, 37, 38 now and still at a high level. Like Chris Paul is 5'11", 37 years old.
Yeah,
still.
Chris Paul shouldn't be as good as he is right now.
No, he shouldn't be. Still balling.
Pretty
Like
good.
9 times out of 10.
And he's out into the postseason.
Is he out to the postseason? I didn't know he was out that long.
He's 6 to 8 weeks.
Oh yeah, that's about we about 6. Yeah, that's right around that time.
That's the playoffs, yeah. So yeah, man. But I mean, but even when he's available, the fact that he still plays as well, like I think James Harden is like a more accurate representation of like guys getting older in the league. Like he's slowing down a bit.
Yeah. Like with
Yeah,
LeBron,
oh, my bad. I was gonna say, yeah, the season, there's 7 weeks left from I think tomorrow, and yeah, 6 to 8 weeks. So yeah, he'll be right at the end.
Okay.
Yeah, my bad. But yeah, keep going.
No, I was just saying with LeBron, what I think is going to happen is what's been happening these last couple of years. Where it's like, I just think he's so good and he's so much more athletic than the other players. It's never going to be a thing of him just ever being just completely washed. Like it might be a Tom Brady situation where it's like, all right, like I played enough years now for my liking, I'm ready to go. But I just can't see. It would just be a thing where like he can't go full speed for 82
You
games.
don't think he'll be Vince Carter?
Nah, he not coming off the bench. Man, that last Vince Carter year, I'll never forget the image of him. I forget who they was playing. It might have been the year before his last year, but one of them last 2 years when he was with the Hawks for sure. He tried to dunk on somebody and he got up like it's like he got up there and was like halfway through he realized like yo, this ain't gonna work. And he just shot like a shot put layup like midair. And that was when I was like, all right, Vince, like I respect you, OG, but it's time, man,
I remember
I
that.
don't think yeah.
He talked about it on the podcast that he had with Kent Bazemore. Yeah.
Oh, he did?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Yeah, but I don't think Bron ever gonna play till you that washed.
Right. Yeah, I don't see that either. I mean, I think he's really like, yo, like I'm going to just retire when my son gets here because that's literally the last accomplishment for him. It's like I think he at this point he realizes he's not going to be Jordan.
Well, yeah, I was about to say it's not his last accomplishment will be getting 6 or 7.
But that's not happening. It's like
right. It's like what Kobe was going for. Kobe wanted to get 6 or 7.
Kobe almost had it, man. That's why I used to hate the Celtics for that, bro. That used to be the thing I used to always. I was like, man, y'all stop Kobe from getting the second three-peat. I'm like, he was supposed to be just like, yeah. Look at Cat like, bro, you tried it for real.
He had to make a business decision. I understand.
Dang, Vince. Look at Justin Anderson. Look at the team Trae Young had to play with, bro. And people want to compare Trae. Come on, dog. But look at Brown on the bench. He's like, oh, he about to do it.
Jody.
But yeah, man. Dang, Vince. But what were we talking about? We were talking about Bron. Bron can't accomplish anything else. Oh, should you guys want me to give you my recap, my scouting report of Bronny?
Yeah.
It's really good. It's really good.
Okay, what's up?
I was surprised. I saw Bronny for the first time. Yeah, he's good. He's good, man. Like Amari Bailey's good. Like, as he should be. He's like the number 2 kid in the country. But Bronny is like actually good. And it was surprising because, I think like he's or the way that we look at him as like not good or not there yet or something like that is because like we're judging him by NBA standards, like NBA prospect standards, and not just good high school player. He's a very good high school player. Be a good college player too, if he chooses to go in college, because Braun might take him G League or something. I don't know, or prep school, but if he goes to college, he'll be a very good college player. He just understands the game, man. Understands the game, good IQ, great athleticism, great athlete. He's really fast. I didn't know how fast he was until I watched him. And so and good defender as well. So he understands the game, he plays defense, great passer, and is athletic. And he could shoot. He could shoot way better than his dad. So I mean, the only thing is he's shorter and he's not that aggressive offensively. But he's really good when he does. Like he picks and chooses when he wants to get involved in the offense. So those are like two things I would say. And he's just shorter.
So basically, you're saying he the next LeBron.
he like Wade's height. He like a little shorter than Wade. Probably. He probably like Zaire's height. But he got LeBron build though. Like he big.
He still probably ain't even hit his growth spurt yet.
Well, I don't know, man. If you ain't hit your growth spurt by what? He about 17 now? He a junior? You know what I'm saying? I don't know if it's coming.
I mean,
Is he
Paul
17?
George grew like 4 inches. I think between his rookie and sophomore year.
In the league?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, I'm almost positive about that. It might have been earlier, but I know he was like in the league. He hit like a growth spurt.
Let me see this. Growth spurt. But yeah, man, like I think that's the only thing. His height, and then he shot up to 6'7" his sophomore year. And was asked to play inside. By his senior year, he was 6'8", going to Fresno State. He grew another inch when he was drafted to get to 6'9".
Oh, okay. All right. So I mean, I knew he was growing going into the draft.
Reddit said that Paul George was 6'7" when he got drafted, and he's 6'10" now. But that's Reddit. So that's an online thing that says that Paul George grew 3 inches.
But I feel the same way about Braun. I think Braun was like 6'8" when he got drafted, but now if you measure him, he's probably like 6'10". If you look at a picture of LeBron and like Kevin Durant standing next to each other, or even him and AD standing next to each other, it's not a big difference at all.
Yeah, they say he's 6'9".
He probably like 6'10", bro. I think.
Dang, Braun, tall Braun.
Mhm.
But yeah, like I think you had something else to say on. Oh wow, he actually posted the picture of him and Jordan.
Oh,
How
for
it
real?
started, how it's going. MJ, LJ. He called himself LJ.
Hashtag Power for Greatness. Hashtag the kid from Akron.
He said out of this world. I
swear
guess
to
he's
God,
go
I
ahead.
was just gonna ask how many hashtags did you put underneath that?
No hashtags.
Oh, no hashtags? Oh, he kept it conservative.
I think he's like, well, he definitely sees all the jokes about him. LeBron be on the internet and he has kids.
Yeah.
So yeah.
But it is kind of weird to me that like I'm happy. It's dope to see it now that they interacting and stuff. But it is kind of weird to me that they went like damn near 20 years.
He doesn't like him, bro. He obviously don't like him.
No, I think Jordan does. I think Jordan. Somebody said it last night. Jordan is actually like he's becoming like the soft old man now because you're starting to see him like Jordan didn't used to be at these events dapping people up and embracing people and hugging people and shit like that.
He only hugged Luka because that's his employee. If that was Blake Griffin, he would have hugged him too.
Well, you seen how he did Cat.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Cat. He gave him one.
Cat tried to come over and get in on the jokes.
He's
He was
like,
like, oh yeah,
bro. He dead over there.
Good luck with Jordan Woods and all that. But
he said, "No, sir. We not cool like that. We not go bad like
that." Jordan Brown. You're right. I didn't even think about that.
Yeah. But people kept resharing it, and I was like, bro, he's literally Jordan Brand. Like he used to gas Blake Griffin all the time, and Russell Westbrook. He used to gas him too.
Jamal
all
Bradley.
that. Yeah, Jordan Brand. He a businessman. But yeah, Jordan don't like LeBron.
I feel like he did.
If you watch the video of them talking, Jordan literally says nothing to him that entire time. He said, "Yeah, you gonna go out and do it? Okay, all right, baby. If anyone can do it, you can. All right, baby, go get him." He said, "All right, baby," and that was it. That was the talk.
But that's old black man conversation. Like that's how they talk. Like they just say a lot without saying nothing.
Facts. All right now.
Yeah,
Hey, you.
but the thing
I see
is,
you
though,
now.
like, but remember when Kobe was living, and the kids always asked Jordan at his camp, Kobe or Jordan, and every single year he kept saying Kobe, or not Kobe and Jordan, but Kobe or Bron, he kept saying Kobe. You know what I'm saying? And then Kobe passed, and he cries at Kobe's funeral, and he tells Vanessa, and he like, that was my little brother, blah blah blah. He ain't never said none of that about LeBron, bro. So I
'Cause it-
I just don't think he like Bron. Go ahead.
I think it's also they just don't have the same connection because you got to think Kobe came in the league in '96. You
Right.
know, it's you got to think his first All Star game was Jordan's last All Star game. Like we saw the Last Dance, and he talks about how Kobe used to hit him up and like to talk about different moves and stuff like that. So I'm pretty sure at the point that LeBron came in, I don't think LeBron had the access to even have that connection with him. Because
Well,
just
they played a pickup. The story when LeBron was 16 and Jordan was with the Wizards. They played pickup, and it's kind of like like a basketball type of mythical story. But I don't know, bro, because like I feel like this, Mo, right? If you were 23 and you the biggest thing walking in the sport of basketball since him, and he making a Space Jam 2, and y'all joke, you know what I'm saying? You can have my people reach out to your people. You know what I'm saying? If you really feel like that, if I'm Jordan and I really cared about this liaison, this biggest superstar in the league has seen since me, I'm reaching out to the dude, especially if he make a Space Jam 2.
what I'm reaching out to him for.
He literally wears 23. He literally, you want to know something from me, and you say, you look up, you wear 23 because of me, and everybody
No.
comparing us.
You reach out to me. I'm Jordan, bro. Like, why would I be reaching out to you? If you want knowledge, if you want access to me, then reach out. But you got to think, it's like Kobe reached out to him because he modeled his entire game after him.
Right.
LeBron didn't model his game after Jordan. He just
LeBron game is Magic game.
Yeah, he just inspired to be as great as Jordan. That's the difference. So like he never called Jordan to ask him about the fadeaway, clearly. Well, I mean, actually, LeBron got a pretty good fadeaway. I ain't gonna cap.
The game
But
winner was a fadeaway.
I know that's what I was just thinking about. But the moral of the story is it's like it's a difference. It's like, yeah, as I said, if I'm Jordan, it's like I'm not gonna just reach out to you. I mean, if you want to reach out to me, then maybe. But at the same time, I don't think LeBron really wants to reach out to him to talk basketball for real anyway. Because it's like, bruh, like, I don't know. He probably got either other people or it's just like, as LeBron said, this man said when he was 5 years old, he stepped on the basketball court, the coach showed him the plays, and he understood everybody's position all at once. So it's like,
who said that? LeBron?
Yeah, he said he literally understood every position. Like it all just made sense all at once.
Okay.
Like, so yeah.
LeBron be capping.
I was going to say LeBron is one of the greatest liars to ever walk this planet.
Yeah, have you seen him when he bought steak in the little soccer club overseas, and they asking him on BBC, and they asking him about the club he just bought, and he said, "Yeah, I'm a huge fan of the club." And the song, so they said, "What's your favorite moment?" Oh man, it's just so many of them. And
or how my boy always on the first page.
Yeah, I was just going to say that every time. It just happened to be catching him reading a new book.
Right. He just started, bro. He gonna
nah,
be finished
man.
That day.
I knew
before the game.
I knew. I said, look, he probably gonna get 67 tonight. And my boy's looking at me like, what? This is a random locally televised game between the Los Angeles Lakers and the sub 500 Toronto Raptors. Are you sure about that, homeboy, that we're all watching this random Sunday non-nationally televised game with? Yeah, he gonna get about 67 in the layup line, and then he got 81. I was there. I saw it.
Yeah, why were you and the homies watching? Like the Lakers were not a playoff team that year. I don't
They
think
were
they won.
not good. They had Ronnie Turioff
Yeah,
and Kwame Brown in the starting lineup.
they were like a 7th or 8th seed that year. Why were you watching this matchup between them and Jalen Rose era Toronto Raptors? Like that's what you and the homies was doing that night, and you just happened to casually be like, "No, I feel like he's gonna get 70 points this night."
Why did he lie? Like, but when he first said it, like when I was a kid and I saw it, and I was like, "Oh, okay, that's cool." And then like, but looking back at it when Kobe died, and they kept posting it on Twitter, I was like, "Bro, like, there's no possible way he did that."
But you got to think like LeBron, like, and not even just dudes like LeBron. You've seen it with Zion to a certain extent. Like these dudes that have been like national name brands since they was like 16 years old. It's hard to tell somebody like, I'm sure he got some people like LeBron got some people in his crew that can keep it real with him. But it's like for the most part, like what you really finna tell me? You know what I'm saying? Like I'm a liar, but so what? Like I'm a millionaire at 18, paying my mama's bills. I got endorsements. I got a new Space Jam movie. Like, you know what I'm saying? He just probably never had nobody tell him like, bro, you ain't gotta lie like that all the time.
When people call Miles Turner corny for the TikTok, I don't know if y'all seen the TikTok of him talking about, I've never been afraid to shoot my shot. And then, like they like roasted him for it. I'm like, I don't think you guys realize how corny most of these professional athletes are, because they never had to be cool. All their lives, they never had to be cool. If you were the best player in the high school, best player in middle school, you ain't never had to be cool. You was popular and got anybody you wanted because you was the best player on the team in the school. You ain't never had to be cool. So it's like Bron never had to be cool. Zion never had to be cool. Miles Turner never had to be any player in the NBA because they were the best players in their high school. So it's like you do that, combine that with getting $1 million and that logo next to you, that makes every sliding in the DMs easier and all that. You don't need game. You don't need to be cool because exactly what Jelani said. You got $1 million. You are who you are.
Right. Nah, that's a fact, bro. It's so crazy. Just people with money in general. A lot of people with money just, you think just because they got money and everything, they really ain't got, I see at my job a lot of times, like I see a lot of sugar dates come in, like a lot of sugar babies and like these dudes. And it's so interesting. I can always tell, I'm like, like I be looking, I'm like, I can tell why you need to get a sugar baby, because it's like a lot of you guys, they be so concerned with themselves, so they just be sitting there talking the whole time, over talking the girl. Like I'll come by the table, I'm sitting there, like I literally have seen dudes just sit there and be like the girl be in the middle talking, be like, no, what I'm saying is, I'll be like, dang, bro, like, all right, man, but
they got to get their money's worth. I need a
yeah.
therapist. I need an escort. I need a companion. You get the whole nine.
Exactly, bro. But money, that is just so interesting with certain things that you hear people say. You really realize it, and it makes more sense as you get older. And the one thing that I've always heard people say is like, money doesn't change you; it makes you more of who you already was. And I feel like I really see that with people. Like a lot of these dudes, as you said, that's why it'd be always so weird. Like for us, we're like, you're a millionaire. Why would you rape somebody? But it's like, to them, it's like because they ain't never heard no before. So it's like, what do you mean? You
Trey
saying,
Songz.
huh?
Huh?
What'd you say?
What?
Which one of y'all coming home with Trigger?
Facts. But that's a bit, because he getting older. So you ain't got the same allure. Like, let's just be 100. It's like there are girls who ain't gonna want to just have sex with Trey Songz because
Facts.
this ain't passion, pain, and pleasure no more. You feel me? Like, so and
Trey Songz.
you
Oh, there we go.
you
Okay.
have to get into these real situations.
Real situations and Trey Songz. So salute to the Gonzalez twins. You know what I'm saying?
Was I frozen?
Yeah.
For a
Yeah,
second,
you
yeah.
back. You back.
You good
Oh
now?
dang! What was the last thing y'all heard?
When these allegations or these situations, I think you said when they get in these situations, I think that's the last thing you said.
Oh yeah, but moral of the story is it's just it things get different, when as time goes on, especially like the dudes who get older, and that's why I was saying with Trey Songz, I'm like, Buddy is, he's in his mid-30s now, or I believe so. I don't know exactly how old he is,
It's
but
also a different generation, bro, where it's like these girls don't care.
right,
They do not like. I think Instagram has made everybody so it's like leveled the playing field. It's like they don't care if you got clout, if you famous, if you like, they don't care. Like they care about like, are you a cool person? Because Instagram has made like every girl celebrity. Every girl celebrity on Instagram. If you got an Instagram account, you got 10 DMs right now in your requested if you're a girl. You know what I'm saying? So it's like everybody is celebrity on Instagram. So they literally do not care if you famous. Like that might help get you a first response. That's it. But like, look at Drake. Why hasn't Drake been able to find love? Girls don't care. After a while, girls don't care. They talking to Drake. Go ahead,
because
Mo.
of Rihanna. He been waiting for Rihanna, but now she pregnant.
But
So
how
he
many of
said,
them girls done turned down Drake? Because it ain't no Drake turning down all the girls. That is not the case.
yo, real quick, did y'all see how spicy he was on Instagram after Rihanna posted her pregnancy announcement?
He posted, didn't he post like him riding in the car or something like that and like a dark picture or something like that?
Nah, yeah, he did, but it's the captions you got to see. Hold on, I'm about to go to him. I was like, he had a lot of energy right after that. Like he wasn't posted. But as soon as Rihanna posted that, he had a lot of energy.
That's a dark feeling though. Like that moment when you realize like a girl that you have real love for is like really not coming back. Like it's over. Is you can throw up whatever Hail Mary you want to or whatever, but it's just a wrap. Very
Right.
humbling experience.
The darkest part definitely of growing up, man. One of the darkest parts of growing up. It's like them final blows be like, they be punching, man. They be hitting.
Facts. All right. So I'm pretty sure she posted this. I don't know the exact date, but I know it was around January. So from January 30th, here's first caption. I've seen things that ain't on nobody's vision board or list of goals. I would go more in depth if I wasn't dealing with shallow souls. Then he said, she says she been there before, but you ain't never been with me, so you never been. And then if I had $1 for every time my honesty made me the villain, I would have been touched. I would have been touched a zillion. I don't want to be civil with niggas because I ain't no civilian. And I was just like, it was just mad ironic. Like right after like Rihanna posted this, I'm like, bro, these posts got a lot of energy behind them right now. And they said that he unfollowed ASAP Rocky and Rihanna.
Yeah, I saw that. There's a couple things about that. Like one, who is sitting up here tracking like who follows who? Like, that's so weird to me.
But they do it with Kyler Murray. It's like the biggest story on Sports Center that day. He unfollowed the Arizona Cardinals, and it's like that's the era we're in, man.
I'm sure people who work for the Shade Room, like for real, think about if I work for the Shade Room, like yeah, I'm checking to see does Ari still follow G Herbo? Does Ari still follow Moneybag? Like just to be honest, because that's my job. Like and then it's like Drake. This just happened. Did Drake still follow Rihanna? Oh, he don't.
I ain't even gonna lie. I ain't gonna lie. I be doing that sometimes, just out of boredom. When I be like, let me see who Sha'Carri Richardson following. Let me see who Drake following.
Right.
So I'm saying
I've done that before.
But I'm saying if we do that as users in the middle of the day, people whose job it is, you know what I'm saying? All right, so all right, I take back what I say. Okay, I take it back. I take it back. I get it.
Yeah.
Hey,
Yo. Oh,
my
go
bad,
ahead.
bro. I don't know how much longer we're gonna do this, but I just want before we wrap up, like because we all, you know, my boy Mo is in a very beautiful committed relationship. We all either are in a relationship with a woman that lives in the Metro Atlanta area, or we date or talk to women in the Metro Atlanta area. And like I feel like when it comes, if you live in New York, I say really Atlanta, Miami, LA for sure. New York, I feel like celebrities are kind of more normalized. But how do y'all deal with just the prospect of like your girl might run into her celebrity crush? Like, how do y'all just, because it's a reality out here, like that's a real thing, you know what I'm saying? Especially with Instagram and Twitter.
So I'll say this real quick. My girl's celebrity crushes is Eric Benet and Jim Carrey. If she runs into any one of them, I mean, shoot your shot. Go ahead. Because I don't think that's going to really go anywhere. So, I'm like, I really trust it on my end.
Yeah, Jim Carrey probably, I feel like he would just be like, he seems like the type to advise your girl not to cheat. Like, what are you doing? Like, this is got a good thing at home. Eric Benet, I don't know. He's probably somewhere playing ukulele on the beach somewhere. I don't know what he's up to.
Never go full Eric Benet.
Shout out to Hov. No, I was just thinking about that over the weekend because it's like I'll see like you'll see like in Atlanta, like we all follow Atlanta women and stuff like that. You'll see an Atlanta woman see like, yo, I seen Michael B. Jordan at the lounge the other day. I'm like, bro, like
yeah, he lives here now. He lives here, so
bro.
it's like, yeah, it is not a game. Like,
no, you got to be like really.
yeah,
like,
I seen bro at the Hawks game. I'm like, bro, no, he lives here. I'm like, okay, all right, yeah, that changes a lot.
No, you really got to be like secure with yourself, like mentally, financially, physically. Like it's definitely real out here.
No,
I don't know how to do it. Like, I mean, you just kind of like, it's always just one of them things when you see it happen, you be like, oh dang, that's where I lost. Okay, I mean, he got it. Like one time, there was one girl on Instagram or whatever, you know, she like stopped responding, and so I'm like scrolling. And then in the vacation pics and like the 8th slide, I see Hashim Thabit. And I was like, Hashim Thabit. And I was like, oh, it's over.
See, if dudes that wasn't even good in the league is like that's
but it's like we know the dude's name. Like I know the dude's name. Like he played second pick for OKC, bro. Like he ain't pan out, but he's still Hashim Thabit,
Word.
I ain't go number 2 in the league to OKC, and I ain't 7 foot.
Facts.
Yeah, it's not a situation where like I'm scared to bring my girl somewhere or like I'm not gonna walk in. Like it ain't like that.
That's controlling. That's controlling.
Yeah, no, it ain't like
you might
that.
as well stay single because you be looking at the dude at church. Bless you. You be looking at the dude at church like, what I'm saying, like, oh, what he doing?
Right.
Like, if he get to that point where you like, nah, we can't go to the Hawks game or we can't go to the lounge or we can't go to Buckhead, you know what I'm saying? Like, then you might as well just stay single, bro, because this ain't the city for that.
Man,
it's just my bad,
right?
Go
ahead, bro. No, you go ahead.
It's just funny to me that like let's say your auntie 20 years ago, she might have had a crush on Denzel or whatever, somebody like that. Like the chances of her meeting Denzel was very slim, like extremely. She would have had to stand outside of like a movie premiere or something like that. Like your girl really might meet, like if her crush is, I don't know. I'm trying to think of somebody like let's say dude from Snowfall or somebody like that. Like
Damon Idris.
Yeah, your girl might really be at the bar in Atlanta somewhere or the hookah lounge and Franklin, whatever what's his name on the show, Franklin. He might pull up on your lady. This is real out here, bro.
They talking about that dark skin gang and shit. I'm like,
yo, what is it? DGS or DGA with Bobby Shmurda? But yeah, that's dangerous. If one of them members pull up on them, it's over with. But I mean, it is. I remember DDG. He used to always tell this joke to his old girl. He used to be like, "What do he say?" he used to be like, so you're not gonna leave me from one of Diddy's sons?
That's funny. Now, I mean, it's the thing is, it's so interesting. Like living in Atlanta, bro, you really just got to be like, you got to be secure in your relationship,
You gotta
and
find you a good one. No
yeah,
birds, nobody shallow.
yeah, nobody shallow and nobody insecure. It's just like I'm telling you, security is the biggest thing in a relationship, and it's like you see it insecurity in so many different ways, and like somebody jealousy is a form of insecurity. It's like just you sitting there like thinking that your girl finna do all this, that, and the other is you not being secure in your relationship. It's like, bro, I'm not sitting there thinking I feel secure in my relationship. So if my girl goes out, bro, I'm not thinking anything about it. I don't give a damn who you see, just to be honest, because it's like I know. I know you're gonna come back, you're not gonna be out there doing no crazy stuff. But or at least I feel I have that security. Hey, stuff happens, life happens.
It all comes back to 2014, bro. What was the saying in 2014? If you can take my girl, you can keep her.
Facts.
I thought you was gonna say that it ain't nothing to cut that bitch off. I thought that was because that song came out that year. That's what I thought you was going.
If you could take my girl, yeah, she was never mine to begin with. Whatever the saying was in 2014, but yeah, that one as well.
Nah, but that's a fact though, for real. Like, like that Childish Gambino line. Like, that's why I always like all of the lights, break. And when he said that line of like, he said, like, I had, I fucked your girl, but you should thank me, because
Now
like
you
it was
know
like,
she's not the one.
yeah, and it's like it sucks like that, but it's like that's real, bro. Sometimes it's like, bro, like, sometimes realistically, it's things that happen. It may not happen, like, you feel like, man, it's this person, blah, blah, blah. But sometimes it's just your girl finna go do that, bro. That's how that was finna go, you know? It's like there's no ifs, ands, or buts. That's just how that was finna go, bro. If it wasn't him, it finna be somebody.
That's how the bottle was gonna spin. So I mean, it is what it is.
For real though. Like, and that's the realization of it. It's like, bro, if your girl cheats on you, she'll gonna cheat. Just
Big
like,
facts.
so I don't know. People be trying to make excuses for people and do all the different stuff, but it's just like, man, people are who they are. Moments happen. Just need to think like, what happened in our relationship to where you felt you needed to go find something else. But then sometimes people are thoughts, guys and girls. It happens.
Yeah, I'm not insecure about like, I don't know, maybe because I don't like I feel like when I was in high school, like cheating was like the worst. Like I feel like that was the worst thing that could ever happen to me, getting cheated on. I was like, yo, I can't handle it. But now it's like you get a little bit older. It's like, all right, like even if I did get cheated on, I'm not dating nobody I think gonna cheat on me. But if I did, it's like what I'm gonna do? Like I'm gonna just go. I'm gonna wake up.
Delani, you good, bro? Like, hold on. What
No,
you saying
no.
right
We still
now?
talking about the conversation. It's like if it
Yeah.
did, I'm not in a relationship right now. I'm Gucci. I'm straight.
Right.
But even if it was, it's like what's the worst it's gonna happen? Like I be seeing stories where people will like kill their spouse over cheating or something like that. Like, bro, I'm not gonna throw my life away because you cheated on me. Like it just
That's over with.
yeah.
One thing about love, it ends. It all ends one day. So how you gonna handle it? Either you're gonna break up or someone gonna die first. So I mean, like, you know what I'm saying? Like I feel like we've been kind of trained through Disney Channel and all that, these movies, to like romanticize the idea of eternal love. And it doesn't exist. So it's like it's really just kind of like enjoying the moment while it's there, because all you have is the moment. And you don't get sad about it ended. You're sad that you're happy that it happened, and you're enjoying all the moments while it's going on. So I don't know. I feel like a lot of people don't keep that perspective, and then it turns into things like what you're seeing on Instagram right now.
No, and
But
I think that's a
salute to
good
you.
point. Like I want to say that's a good point, just with the fact of like, like that's something I've thought about, just like that's a crazy concept to like love somebody and then eventually it's just like maybe like I may pass away or vice versa, and it's like and especially like, because you're young, it feels like forever, you know? But it's just like when you start getting to like 60, 70, it's just like damn, and I just be thinking about that. That's just like such a crazy concept. But yeah, I don't know. It's just like that you brought that up. That's something that I've thought about before. It's just like as you said, it's like either y'all fall out of love or like is eventually somebody gonna pass.
That's why I still got love for everybody in my past, because it's like, but I had to get to that place. I had to get that maturity and that perspective. Um, because it's like it ain't nothing personal, it's just life. It's like friends. Like them friends were just there for, like, people pass through your life for a moment in time. They might have come into your life just to teach you one thing, and then they keep going and you keep going on with life. Like, it just is what it is, but it take a little while to kind of get that perspective. Some people never get that perspective. So, but yeah, I mean, salute to everybody in love right now. Enjoy it while you have it, because it is not guaranteed forever. Actually, it's guaranteed that it's not going to be forever. So enjoy it while you have
Or you could be on your Romeo and Juliet. I don't advise that, but
it.
hey,
Yeah.
That's always an
At the
option.
same time.
I'm just saying, I'm
All
throwing
right.
it.
Have you ever had that? I feel like I've had that. No, I had that discussion with one of my ex, one of my people in my past, of the like, oh no, we're gonna be together. I'm gonna be 100. You're gonna be 99. You're gonna be in the bed, and then it's like no, it's gonna be a peaceful death in our sleep or something like that. And like,
Boy,
we
you be
broke up,
going
like,
deep.
bro, that, hey,
Random ass suicide casualty.
hey, but now you know why I be hurting. Now you know why I was hurt, or why it was hurting back then. Because imagine someone tell you this and then they write you a whole love letter or whatever. You still got the note in your little cabinet, whatnot. And then a month later, it's over. And then you're like, hold on now, like,
Nah, I no, like on some real stuff, bro. Like you saying that, bro, gives me a new like perspective on things. Cause I get that, like for real, that's a deep thing to say, bro.
I
Like to
mean, when
say
you
like
19, bro, when you 19 and someone tells you that and you have that conversation, and then they write down a whole page of like, that stuff is like, it's like a shock. It's like, I had to learn how to grow up real quick from that.
nah, and it's interesting. Like I have a homeboy that's dating a girl that he dating a girl who she was dating this guy in high school and he just got married. And when he got married, she was crying. And yeah. So I ain't gonna cap. I told him, I was like, yo, she wildin'. She should not be crying. Like, yo, that means you have feelings for her, for him. But you know, but then I really thought about it more, and then like, after talking with her, I was like for her, it's like, it kind of sad because it's like, yeah, like Buddy cheated on her and that's why they broke up. So, and I don't know, I don't think it's necessarily that she still had feelings, but it's just like those emotions of like, you told me you were going to marry me. You told me we were going to spend forever together. You told me that this was going to happen, that was going to happen. And then now I'm seeing you actualizing it with another girl. Yeah, I may be in another relationship, but it still kind of hurts, because it's like you end up cheating on me, which showed me that you never meant none of that shit. And that stuff still hurts. And that's just like, that's human emotion. So, and that's why yeah, like, and as you said, bro, like if somebody writes you that, it's like that stuff, it cuts deep because you have to, if you planned your future like that, and that's why like, I plan for the future, but it's just like I plan accordingly in a sense. It's like when, especially like even with my own personal relationship, it's like I'm taking it one day at a time. It's like, but at the same time, I see a future with my girl. But it's just at the same time, it's like, each day is a new day, you know. So you just don't know what happens from time, So yeah, I feel like I'm kind of ranting.
Jelani,
good, bro.
because we not about to empty out our hearts with you just sitting back and watching. So Jelani,
Yeah,
you need to
what
say something
vulnerability I want to
vulnerable.
know? We could definitely get vulnerable. I remember it's Valentine's. I remember this Valentine's Day last year. I found out she wasn't my girl by that point. We had stopped dating for like a few months, but I remember a girl I used to date. I remember I found out she was like pregnant this time. She did like her pregnancy reveal on Valentine's Day last year. And I was like, goddamn, I'm doing better now. I got some things going on. But
Right.
during that moment, I was living in New York at the time. I had just moved up there. I ain't know nobody. Like I'm just scrolling the gram, like, oh shit. Like you know what really bothered me? Like I knew she had a boyfriend. It bothered me because it's like, damn, you got a baby. Like I can't even really spin the block no more. Like you might have to babysit your kid or something like that. You know what I'm saying? Like I can't just randomly hit you up at 3 a.m. Like, you know what I'm
that's
saying?
real. That's real.
No, facts. Yeah,
No,
nah,
that's all I want to.
there's one girl I went to high school with, bro, and she got a baby with somebody that I know, and me and him was always cool, but it's just like me and her was always a little bit cooler, if you feel me. So it's like, but it's like they wasn't like when we originally me and her started like we were always kind of like when we were kind of
I think
talking.
I know who you're talking about.
Yeah, when we were kind of talking, it wasn't like they weren't really a thing. But then they really became a thing as time went on. And then they had a baby together. And then when that happened, I was just like, oh, I gotta fall back now. Like,
Yeah.
like I would still kind of shoot my little shots here and there, and because it was just like, old fling type thing. But then like when they had the baby, I was like, oh dang, all right. Like
Oh,
y'all kind of together forever now.
one of our top prospects from high school got married and had kids, but like the marriage hasn't necessarily worked out. And now they talk about like, they're they were like, oh no, I don't have no sneaky links. My co-parent knows about all my link ups and all my fun. And it's like I was one of the top prospects, but I ain't trying to go to nobody, you know what I'm saying, with no kids.
That's a dark reality right there.
Yeah.
Just that sentence right there was just a very Section 8 ass tweet. Like, yo, my co-parent knows about my link ups. You can calm your freaky ass down and raise your kid. Like, how much you got going on to where?
Yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna need you to pick up so and so tonight because I got Ray coming over. So go ahead, Mo. What you about to say?
I was gonna say, man, I had a homeboy, bro. So one of my homeboys, he was trying to talk to the girl, but so she just had a baby, right? So she just had a baby. So like, but he's like, he trying to slide back in. He didn't care about the baby. So I was like, okay, cool. But he was like, yeah, bro, but I got to figure out if she's still talking to her baby daddy or not. I said, what? I was like, bruh, like, why are you worried about that? And he was like, I'm just saying because I don't want him like, having an issue, this, that, and the other. And it's like I was telling him, I'm like, bro, I'm like, dog, if she was finna come link with you, bro, she was finna do it on the sneaky link. She don't want like, and that's the thing, it's like girls, I was telling him, I'm like, nobody wants to feel like a thot. No girl wants to feel like
Boy, that is the biggest fact. That's something that I ain't learned until a couple years. I was like, okay, this is how. Okay, I got it now. You just dropped $1 billion a game worth. Continue, please.
Nah, but for real, it's like, bro, like no girl wants to feel like a thot, and it's like dudes be feeling like, let me ask her about this and the other. It's like, bro, keep it smooth, bro. Don't even bring that up because what she gonna do, she gonna do. You feel me? But if you make her feel like a thot because now you ask her about her baby daddy, yeah, she's still with the baby daddy. So now she gonna have to look like a thot to mess with you. That's the only way she gonna mess with you because she gonna look like a thot. If you never bring it up, bro, she could just come link with you, and in her perspective, your perception of her, like, well, in her mind, will never change. It's just y'all linked, And that's the thing I was telling him. I'm like, bro, like people be too concerned about that stuff, bro. Like let that girl be free, man. You know, that's the moral of the story is like any guy out there, bro, y'all sitting there trying to figure out about the boyfriend, about the baby daddy, about the husband. Let that girl be free, bro. Just talk to her about her day. I'm gonna just say that.
There we go.
Episode, whatever number this was, a 1 a.m. podcast, Let That Girl Be Free. Thank you, Mo Knows, for a great closing segment. Fellas, where can the people find you all on social media?
You can find me on Twitter _Jelani, JELANI, 2 underscores at the end.
Y'all can find me at Mo Knows __ on Twitter. Find me at RB Mo on __ at Instagram. Find me on all streaming platforms at Mo Knows.
RashadMilton.com. You can follow me on Twitter at Kennedy Carter is finally free, but at what cost? My heart. Until next time, you guys be easy. This is the road to 1K subs. Y'all listen to iTunes, Anchor FM, Apple Music, Spotify, Opify, whichever. Where else we at? SoundCloud? No, we not
we
on
don't know.
SoundCloud.
Oh, we ain't on
Are we on
SoundCloud.
Google Play?
I mean, I guess we should make a SoundCloud. We ain't got a SoundCloud. I ain't gonna cap you.
All right, well, we're gonna create a SoundCloud. Are we on Google Play for the Android users?
Yeah, we should definitely be on Google Play.
We will be on
Okay.
Google Play eventually for the Android users. Until next
you
time,
know,
you guys.
And then I just
go
want to
ahead,
give
go ahead.
another shout out to Anchor, man. For helping us put all of our stuff on all streaming platforms. Just want to thank them for everything they do. If y'all got any podcasts y'all trying to do, definitely do it through Anchor. Great platform. But yeah, until next time, y'all.
Shout out Yeezy, man.
Yes,
Shout out Lil.
sir.
Yes, sir. You know the vibes. Gang.